This is a preview of our Christmas card. Thank you. The Falling Walls conference is not over yet. You'll have the opportunity to talk to the marvelous, incredible minds that were on stage in the last session over there and learn more, discuss with them. You may read, but maybe you read thereafter. You are heavily invited to contribute to future Falling Wall activities. You've seen we have many friends around the world. If you have an idea, if you feel we should collaborate in any field, please approach us. The worst thing is that could happen that we say yes. And then it's work for you and joy for all. For those of you who participate in the dinner, we will have dinner at a fantastic location, which is an organizational nightmare. It's the Pariser Platz, the Paris Platz, just at the Brandenburg Gate. We have an individual access at the, I guess, Behrenstraße. And if you take the buses, they will bring you there sometime because we have lots of traffic due to the celebrations of November 9th. I have to, and it's my privilege to conclude with lots of thanks. First of all, as already said, but I have to continue that, thank you to all the people who contribute in organizing this event. Thank you so much. Every year I highlight a different group. This year it's the Tontechniker. You have no idea how complex it is to run such a conference from back there and have everything worked out so nicely. So a special applause to the people who do the audio. Please leave some applause for our marvelous speakers. We just had a couple of talks during the breaks, and those who have seen a couple of our conferences said they have never been as good as this year. You were just mind-boggling. Thank you so much. No matter whether you use a giant ship or a small bench, whether you are acting in the Arctic or in Africa, it always takes two things. It takes open-minded people and the freedom of thought. To me, and I very much share the feeling of Swelin, as she said, we had this impression. It's not just a big step for one of our guests, of our participants, but a big step for all of us to have an eye what science can do. And my feeling again for the 11th time is we leave this room with hope. We even leave the room with hope, and we don't lose hope despite it's not easy to keep hope or to be hopeful in the difficult cases. This brings me to the American presidents. Those who are a bit familiar with European history, they do know that it was not just American presidents who brought down the wall, but it was the Polish Pope, it was Solidarność. It were brave people in many Eastern European countries, including Germany. But then, of course, American presidents played a role. So it was John F. Kennedy, Ronald Reagan, finally George Bush Sr. And so we felt maybe if there is now a stable genius in the White House, we sent him a stable letter. So we took a piece of the Berlin Wall, we wrote a letter on it, The letter is pretty simple. The size of American presidents can be indicated by their ability to fight against walls. We put this piece of Berlin Wall, its original piece, we put it in a container. We brought it to shipping. There the letter is. To the President of the United States, White House, Pennsylvania Avenue, and we shipped it. There it is. And today it arrived. The president was not at home, so the people in his who are representing him, taking on the mail, said we can't take it, and this is fine. So this piece of Berlin Wall will go to San Diego, and will go to El Paso, and it will go to other places where we do not need walls. If you want to contribute and sign, please go to this website, and then you can enter a name. A couple of thousand people have already done so. And I will end with a quote of an American president of undisputable size. He broke down the wall of slavery, and he left a quote that fits best what we are doing here. You can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. We hope to see you next year. We hope to learn from your ideas, but first of all, enjoy the discussions, enjoy your neighbors, enjoy dinner, and don't forget to read. Thank you. Bye-bye.